Hey guys, so I just picked up this, I think it's a 96, I'll have to check the VIN, but Polaris Ultra 680 triple trouble for free. It's a Facebook Marketplace find. You can see the condition for yourself. It's not ideal, but it's actually pretty decent. It's all in one piece. It's got Fox shocks. Things seem to be in alright shape. I mean, the skis are pretty tight. You know, the steering's like pretty tight for the age. It looks like there might be some looseness up there, but honestly, I picked it up for the extra 10 suspension to go on my wife's snowmobile. And you know, the track's pretty decent actually. So I'm gonna do a compression test, see if she's got spark. It hasn't run in a few years. He said it needed engine work, but he also said I shouldn't have to tear down the engine because it was just torn down not too long ago. So let's get into it. So you can see there were things growing in here. All I've done so far is I took this off, but we'll go ahead and pull the plugs off, check the condition of the plugs so we can, you know, see how it was when it was last running. See if they're oil fouled, lean condition, or what. So for starters, we'll check. Coolant's full. Coolant's actually very clean. V-force reads. Looks like she hasn't had a gear oil change in a while. The track did spin when I got it up onto the ramps. I don't know if the brake works. See if I can see anything moving. Oh, I can see, I don't know if you can see that, but caliper, like the piston's moving, so that's good. Pull these plugs off. Start with the middle cylinder. I know that's the worst one. I did pull it over and it pulled even. Well, I mean, probably hard to see. Very fouled. I'm gonna leave these a little tight, a little snug, a little bit. I'll put this compression tester on here. And we'll see what she reads. Have you guys keep an eye on it for me. See if I can pull it over with one hand, throttle wide open. All right, 120. Actually, that's not too bad, I don't think, for a two-stroke. Whew, she checks out. All right, this is the far right cylinder. Pretty good. And here we go with the far left. That's just my gauge. That's pretty good. Alright guys, so now that that checked out, I'm actually a little excited. So I'm gonna go pull the rest of the the other two spark plugs out and see if they have spark. They're pretty fouled, so I might, if they don't have spark, I'm gonna get some new plugs, see if I can get spark. Because I was looking and it looks like the ignition has been disconnected, so maybe there's a spark issue and they were thinking it was the ignition, so they disconnected it and I didn't fix the issue. So it could be the stator or coil or whatnot. which might be why they parked it. But I'll get these out. We'll check for spark. Oh, I know right off the bat, she's got spark on number 3. I'll look up number 2. Spark. And number 3. I can already hear it. Alright guys, so if she has compression and spark, I guess that means that either something's off with the timing, or you're not getting fuel. The tank does have fuel in it. The line and the filter are dry, so either that ran out over time, or maybe the fuel pump went. It should have a little diaphragm pump on it that runs off vacuum. So I'll give that a quick look, and I'll get back to you when I find the issue. And then we'll try and we'll mix some 2-stroke oil and fuel, put it in a spray bottle and spray it in the intake, and see if we can get this thing fired up. Alright guys, well, first things first, I'm gonna put this piece of wood over the intake, since, you know, the only thing that's missing is fuel, and there's fuel being pumped into the lines. So I'm gonna go ahead, cover these intakes, so then when you pull it real fast, it'll suck vacuum. I mean, it's not the correct way to do things, but you know, you'll see if it's just a mildly clogged needle, like jets or something, it might pull some stuff through the carburetors. So we'll see if we can get it running the super simple way, and we'll see what happens. You'll see if I get any fuel, oil, make sure to dump down the cylinders, see if we can get it fired up. Alright, so I'm gonna put this piece of wood on there to create a vacuum, so when it does fire and the engine starts spinning up, it'll create a big vacuum, more than it will pull by just cranking. And hopefully that'll be enough to suck the junk out of the carburetors. Faux show. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just popping these plugs out, putting a little fuel in there, pulling her over. I mean, to be honest, I think she might have a bad fuel pump, but we'll see if we can get her running and ripping. Make sure, I never checked the oil. Yeah, should get oil in there. And the oil injection definitely works, because this thing's running pig rich. We get a little more fuel in there, a little more than we did last time. See if we can get it running a little longer. And I'll probably have to pull these carbs out, which means like this box is gonna have to come out. That's probably about it, actually. It's not too much to these things. Exhaust is a little crusty. If I hang on to it, I'm gonna put some SLP triples on it, jet it, give it hell. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get her running today on her own tank, but just the fact that she ran is amazing. Alright guys, so if you can see that, It's pretty grimy, but not too bad. It just got probably some varnish or whatever, some old fuel stuff, maybe some ethanol. But I mean, this carb's not corroded, the slides are free. Same with the other ones. So take it the bowl. The bowl is pretty dirty. I'm gonna get some stuff to clean this up. I'm gonna make sure that there's nothing wrong with the jets. Make sure they're clean with zero corrosion, and if they have any corrosion, I'm probably just gonna get the same jets, same size jets, and just replace them, but they look pretty good to me. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Helps out with the channel, helps me get motivated to travel outside of my area to go pick up projects like this, and we'll see you when this thing's back up and running.